Hello there. So, my name is Jacob, or else Jakub, which is my name in Polish. And that's where I'm from, Poland. Originally, I was born there, but I came to Canada when I was just a baby. So I grew up in Toronto area my whole life, and that's where I am right now. And I thought I'd introduce myself a bit to the Woodstock community, the Woodstock Fruit Festival community, and maybe talk a bit about my journey with fruits and vegetables, as well as why I want to volunteer. So I got into this lifestyle. My journey began just over 3 years ago when my dad got sick with stomach and esophagus cancer, and unfortunately he passed away within just months of having that diagnosis. And during that time I began to read about an alkaline diet. I read The Crazy Sexy Diet by Chris Carr, and it opened my eyes to the science of a vegan diet and why it's important to have an alkaline body as opposed to acidic. And then I kept learning, and I kept watching other people's videos and examples of their healthy lifestyle on YouTube. And then it wasn't long before I came across the 80-10-10 raw vegan lifestyle, and I was just fascinated and blown away, and I started getting into some of the main people in that movement and just following them and realizing that you can just eat raw fruits and vegetables and be healthy and strong and thrive. So I started eating more just fruits on their own, and I started juicing. So when I started juicing, I think I activated some sort of a healing in my body, and I noticed I was just becoming more sensitive to even beers and wine. I couldn't take it as much, coffee, but especially cooked food. I would eat it, I might be able to get away with it for a couple of days, and then I would just start feeling low in energy and down. And I'm just like, I think my body really wants a break from this stuff, or at least eliminate it completely. And I decided, it was mid-December, okay, I'm gonna do a juice fast, but I'm gonna get ready for it by just drinking juice and eating fruit. And that's what I did for a couple of weeks, and then January 1st I launched my juice fast, and it was under the guidance of John Rose, so I got to talk to him on the phone every day. And it was the best thing I could have done for taking my life to the next level in this lifestyle. And I went one day at a time, and it ended up being 3 months, 91 days, just eliminating so much stuff that does not belong inside a human being. A lot of stuff came out, and I was just so happy to cleanse, and I just cut out so many cravings. I'm so happy living without coffee, without cooked food, without alcohol, and being happy just about life in of itself. And I just want to thrive more in this lifestyle, and I feel my body still needs healing. I've done a lot of damage my whole life. I still have my sinuses plugged, and so I know I have to just keep going and keep going, eating clean and being clean and living healthy. So Woodstock, obviously the fruit festival, is a huge thing for me, just connecting with the people. I went to the Austin Fruit Fest organized by Brittany and Connor just in May in Texas, and that was just amazing. I connected with some more beautiful beings, and it was just such deep connections. And like, you know, I'm not going back to my old ways. I'm just going forward in this lifestyle, just gonna evolve more and more and get more in tune with my body and more connected to nature. Because the more I eat living foods, the more I'm connected to nature. And I've always loved nature, being in it, but I realized that the missing link was living foods, putting natural foods in my body, letting them become my body, and just becoming nature, one with nature, how I'm intended to be. And that's why you see me up in a tree here, because I love it. I love being in trees and in nature. It's just natural. So I can't wait for the Woodstock Fruit Festival to just be barefooted most of the week and hardly wear clothes and get lots of sunshine and just be surrounded by the beautiful community and eat this abundance of fruits and vegetables. And I really, really wish to be a volunteer this year so I can get a different perspective, be behind the scenes, know what it's like. I saw these volunteers working so hard, yet they were still there in the festival, so sometimes you can't even tell they're volunteers. Meanwhile, they were just working 5 hours to make sure that we were all fed properly and that everything runs smoothly. And I would love to be a part of that and help everything run smooth and help other people just like I've been helped on this journey. I think that's the natural progression of this journey, is you get into it, a lot of people will help you, support you, and then you just can't help but want to help other people as well and just support them as well in this journey. So if I volunteer at the Woodstock Fruit Festival, I'll get a chance to do that, and I get a chance to connect with other people who are volunteering and just build this stronger relationship with the community and help other people. And you know, for me, with my background in produce, I've worked for many years in produce. I've worked many events of, you can see it in my application, I wrote it, but it always just feels good doing these kind of things, volunteering and helping big events like this to flow smoothly, and to help other people who are new to this journey and lifestyle to have things flowing smoothly, and you know, just creating these events for them, being part of it. Just a really nice satisfaction helping these events, helping people. So I would love to be part of the team. I feel it'll be just natural for me to help this work, like move my body all day, whether it's in the kitchen or in produce or wherever I'm needed. But I know that my experience has been a lot in produce, so I'm used to carrying things and just like making the produce section, fruits and vegetables, all pretty and nice. But I'm also in the kitchen all day because that's my lifestyle, so I'm always cutting up fruits and vegetables, making juices, squeezing that in throughout my busy day somehow, but I have to do it. I can't go a day without my morning juice, and I can't go without my living foods when I eat. You know, I can't make exceptions anymore. So that's a bit about me. If you want to know some more, I told you already that I'm a nature boy. I love nature. I'm also a cross-country runner, so I've been running whenever I was in school. So like over 10 years I would run with a team, running races in the forest. So now that I'm not in school, I still run on my own whenever I can, and I always choose the trails. And I love it. I love sports, playing soccer, basketball. I love connecting with people in this community. That's one of my favorite things nowadays, because I feel like these people have so much in common with me and I'm not alone, because doing this lifestyle in a cooked food world, it's not easy. I feel alone. I feel like always weird, and you know, it's kind of hard to express myself because I feel I have to like defend myself, even though I'm just trying to eat a bowl of strawberries or something, you know? I have to like explain where I get my protein and all that, but we all know about that. So yeah, I'm also a family man. I spend a lot of time when I can with my family. Lots of kids entering my family now. My sister just had a baby, so I got a month-old niece. Another one, I don't know if it's gonna be a boy or a girl, coming from my brother soon. And he already has a 6-year-old daughter, so I want to just, you know, keep thriving in this lifestyle and be an influence on my nieces and the next generation. And hopefully by the time I have kids, eventually, hopefully, I'll be able to bring them up properly and let them be aware of their bodies and healthy living and the importance of putting fresh natural food in their bodies to thrive. Because I didn't get to grow up with that, and it makes me sad that I grew up so unconscious and putting all this food in me that I had no idea was causing so much damage. And now I'm 30 years old and I have to deal with all this residue and all this leftover from that lifestyle that I was brought up in. No offense to my parents, they were doing their best, but we didn't know about our bodies. My dad didn't know until he had to die from stomach cancer, and it breaks my heart. So hopefully this video is long enough and covered enough details. It's fun. I love making this kind of stuff. I want to do it more because I love sharing this lifestyle. And I hope to be on the Woodstock Fruit Festival volunteer team. And see you soon. Peace out. Peace, love, seasonal fruit.